Okay, so we got a lot of news to cover. So, West Side Story has announced that it will be closing January 2nd, 2011, leaving the Palace Theater open to be taken over just a little bit over a month later by Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. It will begin previews February 28th, the last day of February, and open on March 20th. Now, it's going to be starring Will Swenson with a new haircut. It's short now. Like it a lot better. He looked kind of ragged otherwise. And Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown has moved their preview date, their preview starting date from October 2nd to October 5th. So, interesting. Don't really care. Brief Encounter began previews September 10th at the Studio 54, and it will be opening September 24th. And the Pittman Painters began previews September 14th and will be opening September 30th. Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson, the hit off-Broadway show, began previews on September 20th and will be opening October 13th at the Bernard B. Jacobs Theater, which was most recently housed by the Tony Award-winning play, God of Carnage. Now, 3 shows began previews on September 23rd. Those 3 were La Bête, a London transfer starring David Hyde Pierce, Lombardi, about a football coach at Circular Square, and Time Stands Still, the sort of minorly recast, majorly not different version at the Court Theater, which was the home of Fences before. So, good for them. They're all opening random times I didn't even know. The Stephen Sondheim Theater was officially, big naming ceremony where Stephen Sondheim turned on the lights for the first time. Happened on September 15th. Yeah, I want to go to New York just to see that marquee. I mean, I would just die. I really would. I would just be, oh, and just fall over dead. I mean, oh my god. And it'd be even better if, like, Stephen Sondheim was just standing there, it's like, oh my god. So, moving on. Another show that was announced to be coming to Broadway now has official dates. Wonderland, the Frank Wildhorn musical, will be taking over the Marquis Theater in March, excuse me. On March 21st, it will begin previews, and it will open April 17th. Who knows? Maybe it'll close April 17th. Though probably not. The Crazy Wildhorn fans will keep it open for at least a week. Anyway. What else? Molly Shannon. Yeah, okay. So, Katie Finneran will be leaving on October, 12th or 13th or 11th or 10th or something. Because she's preggers. Well, Molly Shannon, Molly Shannon, will be taking over the role of Madge, something, the owl lady that Katie Finneran won the Tony for. So that's exciting. Her and Sean Hayes will be reuniting after she played the crazy lady on Will and Grace several times. I loved her character. What was her name? Val. There we go. Val. Great character. Loved her. Loved Molly Shannon. She'll be ending the same time as Kristen Chenoweth and Sean Hayes, which is December 26th. So who knows? Maybe the show will be closing then. IDK, my BFF, Gypsy Rose Lee. And, Patti LaBelle, who was announced to be, going and taking the place of Lilias White and Fela until it closes, began on September something. She began recently as the role of Fela Kuchi's mother. So that's good. Catch Me If You Can will be opening at a Nederlander theater of some variety. And it will be starting previews March 7th and opening April 17th. Now, Catch Me If You Can is music and lyrics by Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman. Hairspray. I do believe so. And it's directed and choreographed by Jack O'Brien and Jerry Marshall, respectively. Both from Hairspray. I do believe. Had a Seattle tryout sort of thing with Aaron Tibbett, Carrie Butler, and a couple others. Norbert Leo Betts, I do believe so. So yeah. And finally, next fall, like from a year from now, pretty much, David Cromer, who did the apparently amazing off-Broadway Our Town revival, did Bryant Beach Memoirs' long-lived Neil Simon revival, and was attached to Yank, but now he may not be. Will be bringing Tennessee Williams' play Sweet Bird of Youth, which is about something. But, big news, it will be starring Nicole Kidman. So that's interesting, isn't it? Good for it. That was the news. I was Hunter, and you were not. Yeah. So, I just want to say, in regards to a comment left on my last video, I don't remember who it was, but they are a Jennifer Holliday fan and felt that my Jennifer Holliday acting techniques was not good. Can I just say that from the bottom of my heart, I love Jennifer Holliday, and these acting techniques are ones that I use in my everyday life. Whenever I feel like I'm not getting the point across, I just start screaming it. You know, like, oh my gosh, can you not just accept that I was trying to be funny and not trying to be mean about Jennifer Holliday? You see, I can scream it and I get the point across even more. You know? Or I can open my mouth and do crazy, crazy mouth things and get the point across even more. Or you see, look at this, look at this. I mean, I can do this and completely get the point across. It's an acting choice. It's an acting choice. I was meaning no harm. No harm, no foul. You see, so much can be learned from Jennifer Holliday.